That's 100% what it is.
The reason I'm doing this is because if you get gold times in every single dungeon,
get the armor.
You get a title, a special mount, and most importantly,
you didn't get a cock.
Drip. A special set of gear made just for your class that after tomorrow I won't ever be able to get again.
Dude, that
and it
paladin
just so
set was
happens that
good.
my final dungeon was the worst one that no one wanted to do.
You didn't get a cock. That's actually not true. Stormstout Brewery was the hardest one. Siege of Nizal was incredibly easy because you could just chain the globs and one-shot the first boss, and some even world first groups use the globs to go all the way throughout the entire instance. I don't know what this guy's talking about. This is a completely casual video, and if anybody knew anything about challenge modes back then, it was just a joke. But it's okay. Yeah, actually. I don't know what this guy's talking about. It was a cock, though. It was. Casual video, and if anybody knew anything about challenge modes back then,
Luckily for me, I had my friend Necrotus by my side.
That's good.
And despite the fact that he definitely didn't want to do that dungeon, he tagged along anyway.
That's nice.
In this dungeon, there's a specific part where you must kill waves of enemies.
This one
because
was fun.
there's no cheese or skip to this, it's actually one of the longest challenge modes to do.
Yeah, it is.
Didn't bode well for us because we only had enough time for one run.
What?
Servers went down. With a heavy heart and a near wipe, Necrotus tanked the second to last boss.
Oh my
And
god.
minutes before the servers went down, your boy got the achievement.
What?
I wish I could make this video
Jesus.
more about just mop, but farming your legend.
That's actually fucking cool. Like, straight up, that's fucking badass. That shit happened to me with the Monty Warbear. Weren't you the god of challenge modes? Yeah, I was. Dude, I got challenge modes still on every single character, man. Like, except my monk, because monks are dumb.
When it comes to these challenge modes, I gotta say, the bottom line is, it's one of my greatest memories in WoW.
Yeah,
The new expansion looking absolutely poggers, there's nothing that could stop us.
I'm looking forward to Warlords of Draenor. I only hope that you have as much fun in Draenor as I think I'm going to have.
Yeah, dude.
Our bond is iron.
Bro.
Our
Dude,
will
any...
unbreakable.
Dude, what?
Will stand against us.
Those were the good days, boys.
Now I have some hot takes. Dark Souls is actually better with a keyboard. I unironically speak of the body pillow because it helps with sleeping posture and the crippling loneliness.
No, you could have a body pillow that doesn't have Sylvanas on it, though. Like, you don't need to have a body pillow with an anime girl. This is an excuse, okay? Like, there are body... No, you could have a body pillows that are sold at the store that do not have anime girls on them.
Could add a cat ears transmog. But I think perhaps
They should
my
do that.
hottest
I agree
take
with
of
this.
all
Okay?
is that
Like, there are
I actually enjoyed Warlords of Draenor more than most other expansions.
This is like McConnell, man. Like, McConnell is so dumb for liking WoD. I really think it's probably one of the dumbest opinions he has, is that he thought BFA was worse than WoD. Like, WoD was so bad, and nobody can even debate. It was the worst ever.
Now, I won't dispute that it's between WoD and BFA for the worst expansion, but
yes,
WoD was where I raided to the absolute peak. WoD was where I
raided
explored
too.
the game in ways I hadn't in WoD. The problem with WoD is that it didn't have much content.
That's true.
But the content that it did have
was very good.
And here's the reddest
Absolutely.
pill of all. If you start playing WoW, no matter how bad current expansion is, you're probably going to have a great time. Because there's like 15 years of shit to explore. And WoD was that for me.
That's
Me
true.
and Necrotus wanted to
Yeah.
push hard, but
That's
our
a
raid leader
positive
wouldn't
thing
let
about
us
WoW.
raid on the main team for some reason. Probably because 14-year-olds are more toxic and unpleasant than radioactive waste. Man, I'm really
Yes.
cutting down my target audience with that one. But that wasn't going to stop us.
I like how every WoW streamer has no kids that watch them. Like, no kids watch my streams either. Like, it's all a bunch of old men. Like, if you're not balding, you're too young to be in the stream.
Plan to get into Team 1. So, we left the guild and transferred servers. I had fun in the
damn.
guild, but it was far from great. This is
Okay.
the oldest piece of WoW footage I have on my PC.
Like, if you're not balding, you're too young to be in the stream.
Plan to get into Team 1. So, we left the guild and transferred servers. I had fun in this guild, but it was far from great. This is the oldest piece of WoW footage I have on my PC.
Like, if you're not balding, you're too young to be in the stream.
Plan to get into Team 1. So, we left the guild. The thing that literally got me into recording my gameplay was so that I could record this guy dying and get him kicked from the guild. I was a good kid. My new chat-only guild was clearing heroic pretty easily. As the
I used to do the same thing, man. Whenever I got promoted up to officer, I would record every attempt, and then at the end of the night, at like 3 in the morning, I would kick raiders out of the guild after I got done reviewing the footage and determining that they're dog shit. I would kick them out of the guild.
As the guild started
Just in the middle of the night.
Clear mythic content, I got incredibly burnt out.
I never get hit
and
by
decided to
trains.
quit. You know, during the entire several-month-long course of Blackrock Foundry,
It was a long
the
time.
guild had not killed a single mythic boss.
Wait, what?
150 wipes on Beastlord Darmak. For those of you that don't play WoW or didn't play Warlords of Draenor, let me put it into perspective. Our last guild, you know, the one that was too slow and unworthy and cringe, they ended up clearing the whole raid, and they still play together to this day. So I quit. Now, if you'll excuse me, I want money. Ad time. Oh, Elaine, take me
Is this
back.
really- is
Hi,
this
I'm
Raid
Pint.
Shadow
I'm here to
Legends?
tell you about Raid Shadow Legends, the free game where you can fight demon lords, take on epic
I fucking
dungeons,
knew it.
and replace your need for real love by collecting video game characters. You can find all that with the link in the description
Wow,
below.
isn't
But
that
I know why
crazy?
you're really here. It's the ladies. Ladies nuts
what?
on your chin.
This is why I left.
So, honestly, what's crazy about Raid Shadow Legends is like, if I just saw this game, I would want to play the game. Like, that's really the truth. If I looked at it and I'm like, I didn't know anything about the game, I just saw some of the art of it, I'm like, I want to play this game.
It's the ladies.
Absolutely.
You shut your mouth! Which is why I made a top 5 list of all my favorite characters in the raid. Number 5, Madame Saris. Now draw her telling me everything's going to be okay. Number 4, Jingle Hunter. Fellas, hide your jingle bells, because this man works more than one day a year. Number 3, Eviscerator.
Can we get more? Can we
Number
get back to
2,
the girls with
Goku.
boobs?
What? Just kidding. Goku's not in Raid Shadow Legends. Number 2 goes to the number 1 character in the entire game.
What's this?
Odin.
Fuck? So it's from
Number
Dark
1,
Souls.
Elaine, my ex-wife. Actually, she's all 5 spots. What I like about the game is building an epic team of anime waifus, and I watch them respectfully as
Jesus.
which is
Holy shit.
It's amazing graphics. With over 500 unique characters,
Wow,
you'll have
this
a
is-
joy collecting them.
You
It's
know
like
what?
The joy Elaine feels as she collects her alimony payments. And this month, Raid has a new summer update that
I should
rewards a
probably-
new legendary.
this is
character,
good.
Epic PvP.
Yeah.
tournaments, and 5 new amazing.
I like
champions.
how he adds in all of the characters in the bikinis so people don't complain about the ad. That's actually really smart. Because how are you going to complain about the ad whenever it's just a bunch of girls in the bikinis, you know?
So give it a try, man. There's big things to come. Hit the link below or scan my QR
Yeah,
code. and you'll
that-
get a
that's
free
where we're at.
5 new amazing
I
champions.
like how he adds in all of the characters in the bikinis so people don't complain about the ad. That's actually really smart. Because how are you going to complain about the ad whenever it's just a bunch of girls in the bikinis, you know?
So give it a try, man. There's big things to come. Hit the link below or scan my QR
Yeah,
code. and you'll
that-
get a
that's
free
where we're at.
5 new amazing
I like how he adds in all of the characters in the bikinis so people don't complain about the ad. That's actually really smart. Because how are you going to complain about the ad whenever it's just a bunch of girls in the bikinis, you know?
So give it a try, man. There's big things to come. Hit the link below or scan my QR
Yeah,
code. and you'll get a
that's
free
where we're at.
5 new amazing
I like how he adds in all of the characters in the bikinis so people don't complain about the ad. That's actually really smart. Because how are you going to complain about the ad whenever it's just a bunch of girls in the bikinis, you know? Characters in the bikinis so people don't complain about the ad. That's actually really smart. Because how are you going to complain about the ad whenever it's just a bunch of girls in the bikinis, you know?
So give it a try, man. There's big things to come. Hit the link below or scan my QR
Yeah,
code and you'll get a
that's
free
where we're
epic
at.
hero Chinoru, 200k silver, 1 XP boost, 1 energy refill, and 1 ancient shard.
So people don't complain about the ad. That's actually really smart. Because how are you going to complain about the ad whenever it's just a bunch of girls in the bikinis, you know?
So give it a try, man. There's big things to come. Hit the link below or scan my QR
Yeah,
code and you'll get
that's
a free
where we're at.
hero Chinoru, 200k silver, one God. And this is only for the
Sell
next
out?
30
Absolutely.
days, so hurry up.
Yeah,
You'll
100%.
find your rewards here.
They
Thanks,
pay
bye.
ridiculous
I love
amounts of money.
and
100% I
over.
would.
But despite me quitting, Necrotis stayed focused. He persevered through thick and thin.
Wow.
And I...
What the fuck? What are you doing?
And this is only for the
Sell
next
out?
30
Absolutely.
days, so hurry up.
Yeah,
You'll
100%.
find
And
your
this-
rewards here.
They
Thanks,
pay
bye.
ridiculous
I love
amounts of money.
and
100% I
over.
would.
And as the guild culled its
Jesus,
ranks,
that's sad.
they eventually killed Manaroth on
Damn.
the highest difficulty.
Wait, what about Archimon?
Necrotis, he did it. He achieved Tommy levels of skill and prowess.
Wow.
And dare I say, he surpassed him.
So then I came back to the game. Hey, hi, remember me?
So towards the end of the expansion,
Okay.
most people in our guild quit. You know,
Because, yeah.
So our guild kind of
Yeah.
just stopped raiding. But for us, there was still a lot left to do. Ganking people. Achievement hunts, arena, gold farms, exploration, convincing a 14-year-old to delete their Hearthstone before flying them to Nigel. What could be better than this?
So wait, is he telling me that he did the exact same thing than Wad that I did? Like, he ran around with one of his friends in the game doing a bunch of dumb shit at the end of WoD while we waited for Legion. That's exactly what me and McConnell did. Me and McConnell did that exact fucking thing. That's crazy. So wait, is he telling me?
Warlords of Draenor made you rich as fuck.
It did.
In the last
I had 10
expansion,
characters doing
Blizzard took
garrison missions.
inspiration from Chinese culture, fantastic architecture, beautiful landscapes, and multitudes of characters and storylines that were respectful to the source material and original. So in
Wow.
Warlords of Draenor, they knew they had to step it up a notch.
They sure
So
did.
they did what any industry monopolizing company
It did.
would do.
What's that?
That's right. Communism. They just started giving people money for free. What could go wrong?
Well, they didn't just give people money for free, they also gave them gear for free. If you killed like a certain amount of bosses in Mythic, all you had to do was you'd send your followers out on missions and they would bring back gear that was Mythic quality.
Army has still never recovered.
Well, they didn't just give
It's
people
insane.
money
With that.
for free.
And of
they
course,
also
what
gave
better
them
way is there
gear
to
for
spend
free.
your money
If you
than
killed
drip?
like a certain amount of bosses in Mythic, all you had to do was you'd send your